Vincent here with Piccone Real Estate. I am here with Shane McCarthy, owner-operator of Market Brewing Company, the biggest brewery in Newmarket.
And the biggest brewery in York Region.
Biggest brewery in York Region.
Absolutely.
It's an amazing space, community hub here. Not just a brewery, offers a ton of other things, community events, community support. When did you decide you wanted to open a brewery?
I was exiting my other business. I was sitting around wondering what to do, and I was drinking a lot of craft beer with friends. And he just hit me one day on the back deck, and I was like, I think I can do this myself. My friends looked at me like I was crazy, and one thing led to the next. I really knew nothing about how to make beer or how it would all run, so a lot of studying and research led me to develop this place. And finding the right people to work in the back and make the beer is always important.
Absolutely.
The product won't go very far, and we've put a good product forward, so it's made it easy to kind of infiltrate and get into the market and have people accept us being here.
Yeah, offering a quality product is usually important, especially when it's beer. People want to drink good beer. But tell me a bit about the space as well. I think people, beer is great, but like coming to a unique place to enjoy, it's pretty good too, right?
Yeah, I think that's one of the things when starting Market Brewing was we wanted to create like this community hub. Usually when you're having a beer, you're catching up with friends or something, the first thing you do is have a drink or it's over food. So we wanted to create this place where everyone can come and reunite with friends and family, or just quick get-togethers and have a pint and share that time together. We wanted to draw other events in here. We wanted to make it really community-centric, a place that was open, wide. Like you don't see any walls in here, or it's not different dining rooms. It's just one big open space. Kind of create that community feel where people can come and feel welcome. I don't want to refer back to Cheers, but everyone kind of knows your name.
Everybody knows your name. That's right. That's right.
Make it that fun environment that people want to come back to.
Right. And why do you think that works in Newmarket?
It's a thriving community that really misses something like this. It's a growing community. You'll see a lot of these kind of spaces down in the city, but people needed something like this up here, where they can just stop in and it's a different vibe, different feel than always just necessarily going to a restaurant or just something that. Looking around, I wanted to be in York Region because I grew up in York Region, and it's knowing that Newmarket was the growing community that it was and didn't have anything like this. Once I saw the hole in the market, I was quick to jump on.
Yeah, it's a perfect fit. It's amazing. I find, obviously, in real estate, lots of young people from the city coming up here. Newmarket offers things that the city doesn't. A little bit more privacy, bigger lots, more space, quiet, that community feel. But it can lack some of the things the city offers. So this is an amazing fit. It's a completely unique space, and it kind of allows people who live in Newmarket to have the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
So absolutely love the community vibe here. I mean, I love that people can come here and congregate and all that. Tell me a bit about how you guys fit into the community as a whole.
It was right at the core of our values and our business was to support the community that supports us. We work really closely with the Newmarket Food Pantry. We've done charity events for other local charities. We just hosted their Magna check presentation night. And we don't charge room rental fees if there's a charity event that's looking to come. We're right in the middle of Pink My Drink breast cancer campaign, where we're picking up people's drinks for Dragonfly Wellness Retreats. All local, community-based charities is at the core of really what we believe in, and supporting them, and they'll come back and support us, and it kind of lets us feel good and drink beer at the same time. So can't go wrong.
Yeah, it's a win. It's absolutely win-win. It's amazing when that's the core foundation, when that's the philosophy of the business, supporting the local community. People come here, you're offering something the community wants, but also you're giving back to the community in a way that keeps them engaged, but also the people who need the help can also benefit. So it's an incredible thing. Newmarket. Everyone that I talk to in Newmarket, the local businesses support local. So it's amazing to hear that that's at the core of what you guys are doing. What if I want to come here with my wife and she doesn't like beer? I'm a big beer guy. I can't wait to try some of the new stuff. But what do we do about that?
So we try to keep everyone in mind. We have 2 ciders available from Ernest Cider down in Aurora. So keep it local there as well.
Local.
We have wine available from the Niagara Winery. So keeping that Ontario local as well. So, and then if you're hosting an event and you do want bar rail, we can definitely make that accommodate that. But on a day-to-day basis, we always have wine and cider for any of those non-beer drinkers who are dragging their heels, wanting to necessarily come out for a night here.
Coming here for the conversion. We got to get them in here first.
And then we'll work them over to the beer side.
Beautiful, exactly. Slowly but surely. Okay. Yeah. So we're back here in the actual brewing facility. A lot of big equipment. Tell me what's going on here.
Yeah, right here, this part of the equipment is basically where we brew. It's about a 6-hour process, hands-on process, all here. Once we're finished there, we're transferring over to any of these larger tanks that you see over here. And from there, it ferments, about 2 to 3 week process, and we'll package into either kegs, or we have our own canning line here, so we can everything on site. Canning will be about 1 case per minute that flies off of there. And then we're ready to send it out and sell it out the door.
You're like, I'm just gonna do it. That's cool.
So when I think craft brewery, Newmarket doesn't immediately come to mind. Tell me a bit how that's changing.
I think as the dynamic changes from the people that grew up in the city that need somewhere to live, can find up here in the suburban area this great place to live and call home, and transit's moving up here. It's just become an easier place for people to see themselves living that grew up in the city. So that's why Newmarket needed a craft brewery, because I don't think any town's complete, especially one that's going to bring young, dynamic people, without having a craft brewery to call home. So
yeah, and it makes sense, and I think going back to the community feel, like it's a place people can come and congregate, share ideas, and talk about really building up the community. It's a place where people from different walks of life, different areas of the community, even the surrounding neighborhood can come. This is the biggest brewery in Newmarket.
It's actually the biggest brewery in York Region.
Biggest brewery in York Region. So what kind of volumes do you guys do? How much beer are you turning out?
So we're at 1,500 hectoliters of beer. So a hectoliter is 100 liters. That's what we did over the course of last year. So,
wow.
Still a lot of space to expand in the back. We're just working on those expansion plans.
Beautiful.
We sell in the LCBO, we sell in restaurants down in the city. We've really infiltrated all the restaurants here in town, and mostly carry our product and it flies out. So, and then obviously what's happening is a great home for us to push a lot of beer, but create those community events.
Yeah, exactly. What are you brewing? One beer, many beers? Like, what are you guys working on?
Yeah, so we have 4 core beers that we keep around all year round. So our Bear Hug IPA is the one that you see in most restaurants. It's our flagship IPA, and you see it in the LCBO. Bear Hug.
Makes sense.
Very fitting.
Beautiful.
Bright orange cans. You can't miss it in the LCBO.
Okay,
That's it.
Good.
We got a lager, a wit beer, Belgian style wit beer, and then a porter. So kind of all kind of walks of.
Sure, good range, right?
And then we do all different kinds of fun stuff. We're actually packaging a beer today with 200 pounds of fresh raspberries that we got from a local farmer.
Beautiful, local.
Yeah, we did a strawberry one earlier this year in the summer. We do light beers, strong alcohol beers, you name it. So
keeping it fresh. A lot of range.
Just switch it up. Yeah, exactly. So if you're in the tap room, you'll find all kinds of different fun stuff.
Beautiful. Come in here and have a taste.
That's it.
Okay, if the people do want to stop by, where are we located?
We're at 17775 Leslie, which is just north of Davis Drive on the east side, right north of the Hyundai dealership.
Can't miss it.
Just right along the back side of the building here, and big space. So come on in and join us.
Okay, and I know there's a lot of events if people want to follow you guys and they want to know kind of what's going on, if trivia night's happening, if there's anything coming down the pipe, what's the best way to follow you?
Yeah, so all our events are on our Facebook page. We're pretty interactive in there. You can fire us a message, we'll respond right away. And then our Instagram is a great spot, just kind of keep up to date, usually what's happening in the back, fun what bands are playing, and you'll see kind of on our stories, all that fun stuff. So see what you're missing out on, get that FOMO.
Yeah, that's right. I have it bad. I'm here and I want to be here. Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till 11 o'clock.
Yeah. And I mean, you're talking like bringing people from all walks of life and different people to the place. And I think one of the ways we do that is those events you're speaking of. So, we've done crafty and pints. We do pint and crafty nights. So we've done everything from paint nights to sign making to pottery. To flower workshops, to terraniums, building terraniums. So kind of let people come in and see the space, but experience something different that you won't necessarily see in your regular bar. But we have a big open space, we can do that, and we can still have regular patrons sitting around the bar and having chats. We have a board game club that plays here on Wednesday nights. So if you're into board games, they're always looking for new members.
Definitely.
Just different things that bring different people. We do yoga on Sunday mornings, so a place like that you can have a yoga and finish with a pint.
Beautiful.
That's usually how I like to finish my workouts.
Absolutely.
So it works out well. Good kind of variety. It's different people from all walks of life, whether you're crafty or sporty,
or a yogi, come and have a pint. Do what you want to do.
That's it.
And what about, so it's a huge space, obviously it's a pretty open, dynamic space. What if people want to rent it out for event space, or do you guys do that kind of stuff as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do. You can rent out the whole space, or we can have just a party of 50 and reserve you enough seating for that party. We're really easy going when it comes to that. Just get a hold of us and we'll look at the night and see what's available. And we can have up to 200 people in here, no problem, for one event. So, but usually we love when there's 3 or 4 different parties, with 30 or 50 people.
Sure.
They all get to their own table at the start of the night, but at the end we got the band playing, and they're all mixing and mingling. You wouldn't know that it was different parties. So that's always
exactly.
the fun part to see.
Absolutely.
That's brings it back to that community hub. And really, what we were going for is people are meeting people here, and it's becoming a fun place to go and do exactly that.
Yeah, incredible. Shane, an absolute pleasure to talk to you today. I can't wait to come back for, euchre night, pottery night, trivia night. I'm not going to be home very much this month. So an absolute pleasure to talk to you. I can't wait to come back and drink some beer.
Awesome.
Cheers. Thanks so much.